Hey there viewers, thank you for tuning in to Supermariodiagnostics once again. Today we have another key fob repair. It is from a subscriber actually. They mailed it in and they said that the key buttons do work, but the ignition switch does not recognize it. I already took the motherboard out of the key fob itself, and as expected we have another coil. These are extremely common and it looks like somebody may have tried to do something here. Maybe not. It is absolute speculation, but we do see some adhesive there, and I don't remember seeing much adhesive on other ones. I've got a donor board right next to it and there's no adhesive there. Let's go ahead and test our donor board. I'm testing my leads first, and I'm gonna go ahead and try one on each pin, and that's good to go. There's no, this one right here is just an anchor. It is not meant to have continuity to anything. So this one there's no need to test. It is pretty obvious that wire is just broken there, and that's not good for us. So let's go ahead and get this fixed for our friend and get this shipped back out to him. And you know what, I could just let that hang right there. I got my hot air station going. We're at 360 degrees, and I put the fan pretty low, maybe at 30%, and I'm just gonna remove this old bad coil here. You could use flux if you want to, but with hot air it's not absolutely necessary. See how easy that was? And I want to clean up the pads. For that we're going to use flux. So either way we're using flux on this. And we're just going to lay down some new solder on here. And let me turn on my extraction fan. And I've had to change my tip. This is my favorite tip right here, for anybody wondering. It is a Hakko T18 BRO2. Great stuff. I love this tip. It's my favorite one. It lets me do not only a large surface area by laying it down that way, but also the tip gives me great access, and it's just great for really small repairs. So that's all we're doing right there, is prepping those pads. Let's go ahead and remove the coil from our donor board, and we could get rid of that old coil there, and we're going to carefully remove this coil as well. You know what, let's just put some flux. It doesn't hurt nobody. And for anybody who's wondering, I get this flux, the 213A from Amtech. Great stuff, very happy with it. I actually get it from Northridge Fix. I learned a lot of stuff from that guy. Don't think he's watching, but if he is, huge thanks to him, because he puts out good videos and we all learn from it. So I'm going to gently remove this. And that's it. So let's go ahead and put this on our customer's board, and we could either use hot air or solder it, whichever one, doesn't really matter. In this case I'm going to use hot air. And I do have shaky hands. Yes, you can do this work with shaky hands. It's just going to cost you a little more effort. That's all that means. And that's what happens when you have shaky hands. And this board is so small that it retains the heat a little longer than your typical board. So you have to hold it for a little longer than you normally would. So, well, just to be sure, we're going to hit this real quick with with the soldering iron. The alignment's not perfect, but it is there, and if we learn anything from those who do this, perfection is not the best thing to aim for when it comes to reworking. It doesn't have to be absolutely perfect. Now when it comes to bigger pads and all that, bigger chips, yeah, alignment is critical, but in this case we have plenty of good contacts and we are good to go. Let's go ahead and test one more time. I'm touching my pins together just to make sure, and I'm gonna go ahead and do the same here. We're good to go. And that is how you fix a key fob. If you have any doubts whatsoever, be sure to consult a professional before attempting to do this yourself, because you may end up doing more damage. I actually had one that was sent to me by another viewer that he said you make it look easier than what it really is, because he tried and it didn't end too well, but we were able to get it fixed for him. So if you have any doubts, consider consulting someone who fixes them. But if you attempt this on your own, be sure to have a good soldering iron, good hot air station. Microscope really helps, and always use flux. This is a good result. Let's go ahead and send this over to our customer, and he's gonna be pretty happy about this one. By the way, huge channel update. Finally got me an editing PC. This is huge because it was taking for a 1 hour video, it was taking 6-7 hours to render. Now it does it in a fraction of the time of the length of the video. So huge upgrade. Thanks to all of you guys for all of the support. We'll catch you all next time. Thanks again for watching.